Visit any Expat for relocation assistance and onlyowners.net for vacation rentals.
Whether you want to live in Venice or move to Italy, this guide is here to help all the expats. From what to expect in terms of culture, learning Italian, and more, this manual covers everything about living in Italy. For those who have already been living there for a while or are new, why should you move to Venice? Is Venice, Italy, a good place to live? If you're looking for a place to escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life, look no further than Venice. With its canals and cobblestone streets, this historical city is a true wonder. Venice is the perfect destination if you want to live in an authentically European town without leaving your home country. Here are 6 reasons why you should move to Venice. Done. Culture and customs. Venice, often referred to as the City of Canals, is renowned not only for its stunning architecture and waterways, but also for its rich cultural heritage and unique customs. Venetian culture is a vibrant mix of history, trade, and art. The city was a key maritime power in the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. This role led to rich cultural exchanges. As a result, its architecture, art, and traditions shine with this past. 2. The location is perfect. Venice is located in northeastern Italy, right on the edge of the Adriatic Sea. This strategic location makes it easy to get to major tourist destinations like Rome and Florence, and some of Italy's smaller countryside towns. Plus, there are plenty of things to do in and around Venice, from soaking up the sun on the beaches to exploring the city's many art galleries and museums. Living in Venice, everything you need to know to live as an expat through. The weather is perfect. Venice has a temperate climate with mild winters and hot summers. Plus, Venice experiences some of the best weather in Europe year-round because it's located on the Adriatic Sea. No matter what time...
Visit any Expat for relocation assistance and onlyowners.net for vacation rentals. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Adriatic Sea. No matter what time of year you move there, you'll be able to enjoy stunning sunsets and beautiful blue skies. 3. Dream City. If you're like most people, you probably dream of living in one of the world's most beautiful and romantic cities. And if Venice is on your dream list, you should consider moving there. Why? First of all, Venice is a very affordable city to live in. The average cost of living is only about $30,000 a year, about half what it costs to live in most major U.S. cities. Venice has many things for its residents, like great buildings, yummy food, and beautiful sights. Here are 5 reasons why you should move to Venice. The architecture is outstanding. Venice is famous for its canals and bridges, but it's also known for its architecture. From the Gothic palazzi to the ornate churches, Venice has some of the most magnificent buildings in the world. If you love beauty and romance, you won't be disappointed by the architecture in Venice. 5. The food is delicious. Although it can be expensive to eat out in Venice, plenty of great restaurants offer inexpensive menus and fantastic food. You'll never go hungry or unsatisfied. Inexpensive restaurant €15. Meal for 2 people. Mid-range restaurant €70. Domestic beer. 4.5 cappuccino. 1.75 Coke. Water €3. 1.30. What to expect when moving to Venice. Living in Venice can be a beautiful and adventure-filled experience, but there are a few things you should know before moving. This city is known the world over for its canals, but perhaps not so much for its close proximity to rolling hills and lush vegetation. However, like any large city, there are also some downsides to living in Venice. Here are some of the things to expect when living in this charming city. 1. The weather can be hot or cold all year round. 2. The streets can be crowded and noisy at times. 3. There is a high cost of living in Venice, Italy. 4. The water can be dirty and brutal to access in some areas. 5. Parking can be challenging to find and expensive. 6. The food can be expensive and not always of excellent quality. 7. The transportation system is not always reliable or easy to use. Cost of living in Venice, Italy. Venice is one of the most expensive cities to live in, but it doesn't have to be. Compared to other European cities, Venice is quite affordable. The cost of living in Venice depends on your budget, but here are a few things you should keep in mind. The rent for an ocean view apartment in Venice can range from $600 to $2,000 per month. The average price for a meal at a restaurant in Venice is about 10 to 15. A taxi ride from the airport to downtown Venice will cost around $30. A day trip to Florence and Rome will cost around $100 per person. Expat tax, guide, and cost. If you're considering living in Venice, there are a few things you need to know. First, expats living in Venice are required to pay taxes. The tax rate is 0.9% to 1.4% of your net income. Pros and cons of living in Venice. Accommodation. In Venice. If you're thinking about living in Venice, there are a few things you need to know. First, the cost of living is high, but the city is worth it. Second, you'll need to find comfortable accommodation that fits your lifestyle. Third, make sure to have a good grasp of the Italian language if you want to be able to get by in Venice. Finally, be prepared for a challenging lifestyle. Venice is a bustling city. Expat services in Italy. The rental cost of a one-bedroom apartment in the city center is around €760 and outside €600. If you are interested in buying, you will have to pay about €5,200 per square meter. Finding work in Venice. If you're considering moving to Venice and want to know what the process of finding work is like, this blog is for you. We'll outline all the steps you need to take to find employment in Venice and some of the resources available to help. From job postings to networking events, we'll cover it all. So if you're ready to start your journey in Venice, read on. Average net monthly after-tax salary is around €1,600 shopping in Venice. Venice is known for its fantastic shopping opportunities. The city has a wide variety of stores to choose from. T. Fondaco dei Tedeschi, luxury clothing, cosmetics, and accessory store. Mercati di Rialto, famous for seafood and local products. Caberlato, fur products store selling coats, jackets, and accessories. Captain Candy is a candy store, offers confectionery and American sweets, so you are sure to find whatever you're looking for. If you're looking for high-end brands, you'll want to head to the Rialto market. For more affordable options, head to the San Marco and Zattere markets. Regardless of what you're looking for, check out the local boutiques and street vendors. Pair of jeans cost €73. Pair of leather shoes, €125. Summer dress cost €30. How to get around in Venice. Transport. Venice is one of the most popular destinations in the world, and as such, getting around is vital to living there. Whether renting a bike or using public transportation, here are some tips on getting around in Venice. Bicycles. Bicycles are a great way to get around Venice if you stay in the city center. Rental options abound, and many bike shops offer free maps and advice. Just be aware that there can be a lot of traffic in and around Venice, so plan your rides accordingly. Living in Venice. Everything you need to know to live as an expat. Public transportation. Venice has some public transportation options, including buses, trains, and canal boats. These have pros and cons, but they're pretty easy to use. Just be sure to check schedules and traffic conditions before heading out. Sometimes they can get congested quickly. Public transport ticket. 1.5 monthly pass. 38 taxi. 3 to 30 gasoline. 2.5 time. Conclusion. Living in Venice. As an expat, you will have to learn how to adjust and make your own rules based on the culture and climate of this fantastic city. This guide is designed to help you get a handle on all the essential aspects of living in Venice so that you can live the expat life in Venice with ease and enjoyment. From finding an apartment to understanding the local cuisine and customs, we've covered everything in this comprehensive guide. So what are you waiting for? Start planning your dream today.
Visit any expat for relocation assistance and onlyowners.net for vacation rentals. Don't forget to like and subscribe.